What if the next world war isn't fought with soldiers but with satellites? And what if the first shots have already been fired? You might be surprised to learn that a new arms race is already happening right above your head. As humanity's presence in orbit grows, so do the challenges and risks. Today we'll explore the capabilities shaping space conflict, the legal frameworks governing space, and what the future holds for international cooperation and humanity itself. In just 1 year, global military spending in space jumped from $54 billion to nearly $60 billion, and by 2030, it's projected to top $90 billion. That's more than the entire GDP of dozens of countries. To put that into perspective, humanity is investing tens of billions of dollars annually to build satellites designed not just for communication and surveillance, but for jamming, electro-optical sensors, directed energy systems, and even kinetic anti-satellite weapons. Worse yet, China's build-up has been called mind-boggling by the head of the US Space Force, thanks to its rapid deployment of surveillance satellites, co-orbital proximity systems, jammers, ground-based lasers, and experimental satellite killer technologies. Let's start with the new threats in space. Anti-satellite weapons are now being developed by the US, China, Russia, India, and others. These systems can disable or destroy enemy satellites, raising the stakes for potential conflict. To keep things under control, nations and private companies are investing heavily in space situational awareness, tracking thousands of objects to prevent collisions. At the same time, there's growing interest in space control, securing the ability to dominate orbit and gain a strategic edge. But what about rules? The Outer Space Treaty of 1967 forbids nuclear weapons in space and declares the moon and other celestial bodies are for peaceful use. Yet it's over 50 years old, written long before mega-constellations, commercial stations, or modern anti-satellite missiles. Experts warn we urgently need new international agreements, covering everything from space debris to the rising militarization of orbit. But it's not all tense. There's real potential for global cooperation through joint missions, shared data, and collective monitoring of near-Earth threats. But what if the biggest threat isn't a missile but an algorithm? The rise of AI in space could lead to a war that's over before a human could even react. Looking forward, artificial intelligence is transforming space operations. From autonomous satellites that can dodge threats on their own, to AI-driven systems that analyze massive streams of data, this could make space operations faster and more efficient. But it also means conflicts could escalate in milliseconds, beyond human control. Meanwhile, private companies are pouring billions into space. This commercial boom helps advance science, but it also blurs the line between civilian and military assets, potentially adding more fuel to the race for dominance in orbit. So what does all this mean for us back on Earth? The risk of orbital skirmishes is growing. Destroyed satellites can create long-lasting debris clouds threatening future missions. As nations focus on space dominance, we could see cooperation unravel, shifting from shared exploration to military posturing. And with AI systems at the helm, conflicts could become faster, less predictable, and harder to stop. Humanity stands at a crossroads. Will space become a realm of shared discovery, or the next battlefield? The decisions we make today will shape the future of our species, both here and beyond our planet. If you found this subject of interest, check out our deep dive in the video, How China Controls the World's Most Powerful Resources, available here on the screen. Thanks for watching.